Hey, Usman. So you were Volunteer of the Year at Bradford Uni going back a few years ago. So
Yeah.
I want to ask you a few questions. So firstly, what did you volunteer in?
When I started university, I was volunteering in a lot of different areas. I started off volunteering in a youth centre where we used to provide games and sports for young people with medical conditions. I was there for quite a long time because we used to do the Easter scheme and the summer scheme, and eventually I managed to participate in all the roles. Starting with basic volunteering and working my way up to actually coordinating and managing the programme and actually training the new volunteers as well. So it allowed me to develop a lot of different skills and see how different roles work in the youth centre.
That's pretty cool. So why did you volunteer in the first place? What got you into it?
Well, I think basically I really wanted a job, but every time I applied for a job, a lot of jobs require work experience, and they want to see that you've gone out and you've developed your skills. So I thought volunteering was the perfect way to do this, as well as making links and building my network, and knowing people who are already in jobs and getting their advice when applying for them. But it provided me the great opportunity to develop my skills in a professional environment.
So considering all the volunteering that you've done already, what do you think the benefits of volunteering are generally, in your opinion?
Well, I think definitely number one is you're working in a professional environment, so it develops those sort of attitude and skill within you. So when you actually get a job, you feel comfortable working with people and being professional. Secondly, I think if you identify in yourself, certain skills that need development, a lot of jobs look for communication skills. They look for somebody who's confident, who's able to take on new information quickly. So if you're working in a voluntary position, you're able to develop these skills and also provide the evidence when applying for those jobs to say that, look, I was in this role, I developed these skills, and these are the examples where I actually use these skills. But I think most of all, it just increases your own confidence and gives you that knowledge to know that I can go into a job and I can be successful.
Okay. A lot of volunteering involves working with non-profit organisations or just groups that help to improve the quality of life either for people or the environment or etc. So considering the volunteering you've done, do you think it's improved yourself in any way? Do you think it's given you an extra outlook that maybe you didn't have before, or not so much really? Did you already have that experience?
Yeah, I think working with different charities, you see the suffering that exists around the world, so it does make you feel more appreciative of the opportunities we have in the UK. And I think it also leads to the fact that maybe there's an opportunity turns up that you would never have applied to before, but now because you see that there's so many other people that don't have access to these sort of opportunities, you'll take that on board. I know personally, initially I only wanted to look at jobs and opportunities within Bradford, but now I'm more willing to look for jobs and apply outside of Bradford or push myself to participate in things that a lot of trips that go abroad, because those are the opportunities and the experience that you'll need to really stand out from the crowd when applying to jobs.
And just finally, so do you think, I mean, you've mentioned jobs already, but do you think it has improved your employability? So now you could put all this on your CV. Do you think it has much or not at all?
I think definitely, because the job that I did get, my first job that I got after volunteering, I used my voluntary experience and to highlight those skills and how I developed them, because they always ask you, give us an example where you've shown such and such a skill. So it was that voluntary experience that I was able to use to say, well, this is the environment I've been in, it was professional, it was an organisation, and this is an example of when I utilised communication skills, or when I worked with in a team. So it's that sort of experience that you can use as evidence in an interview or on your CV that will definitely help to get a job.
Well, thank you very much, Usman.
Thank you very much.